Hello there, fellow wags. It is I, the Middle Management Gamer, and welcome to another episode of This is War. Today's episode, we'll be reviewing Baldur's Gate 3 for the PlayStation 5. Joining me today, as always, is my wonderful co-host Brownie here. And she's super happy to be here today. She's very interested in what I have over here on my little table. My 100-sided die, and the rest of my Dungeons & Dragons die. So, if you're anything like me, you're probably a huge geek. And that's not an insult. I mean that as a compliment in the biggest way possible. But growing up, I played Dungeons & Dragons, and I enjoyed the holy heck out of it. Yeah. See, Brownie wants to play too. Unfortunately, as you get older, sometime about the time I shifted from being line cook gamer to middle management gamer, I lost the ability to put together a solid group for tabletop gaming. Shame on me. But that was probably the last time I actually sat down and played Dungeons & Dragons. Not to say that I haven't done some tabletop gaming since. I played here and there randomly as kind of an alternate player for another group. But don't get to seriously play the game that I enjoyed so much growing up. So I turned to video games, and this may be the best way to play Dungeons & Dragons on a console. I love everything about this game. Even the opening, you start off and you're looking at this great lush field, and then you hit the select button and it takes you down panoramic wise down into this dark dungeonous cavernous area underneath Baldur's Gate. And you can see the party in the game is making their way forward. You know, they're a very diverse group. Just super exciting. I love this game. It's a great game. Everybody should play it. Now, the bad thing about this game. So, you're a working adult, right? And you like to play your games. And maybe you're a completionist and you want to finish the game. So, this is my Baldur's Gate playthrough. My game is at 92 hours and 57 minutes. My character's name is Tomias. Let's pull him up and see what's going on. So, as soon as I load my game up, stuff starts appearing on the screen. I'm getting EXP, experience points, for my characters. I'm in some sort of room. There's some sort of aura around one of my characters. That's me running around there in the center. I have no idea what's going on. I don't know what quest I was on. I don't even remember exactly what my character is. I know I started off as a thief, and my role playing was I was going to be a thief who trained to be an actor so that he could infiltrate a monastery to steal a treasure. That's my character's backstory. So I'm multi-classed as a thief, bard, monk. At least I think that's what I am. Yep, level 5 rogue, level 3 bard, level 3 monk. I got myself an instrument, got myself a bow, some conditions here, a cool hat. But other than that, I have no idea what's going on. So therein lies the problem with a great, in-depth, epic RPG like Baldur's Gate. If you're a working adult and something happens, say, the last time I played this game was November of 2023. It's been over a year since I've played this game. And what happened was the holidays kicked in. So I got distracted and I lost the ability to play the game because I was working. And then my house flooded. And then I had to move all my stuff. Over the course of the holidays, I must have got some new games. So once I hooked everything up, I probably started playing them. And this game just got pushed to the wayside. And then by the time I finally decided I wanted to play it again, I had no idea what was going on. So if you're a working adult and you have ADD or ADHD like I do, and you get distracted by games, this may not be the game for you. Whereas I put 92 hours in this game and enjoyed every minute of it and I love it, I'm probably going to have to throw away this playthrough and start a new one, which is what I'm going to do right now. And since I've already played the game through for 92 hours, I'm going to start a new game as Tactician. And they even have a harder difficulty mode called Honor after that. You only get a single save file. Not there yet. The game starts you off with this epic full motion video right at the get-go, introducing you to characters that will maybe join your party later on. Apparently, you're on some sort of ship, and there's some sort of evil entity that's captured you and these other people to do who knows what. These little things remind me of the evil space entities from the Faculty. Would not want to be in her shoes right now. Ooh! Yuck! Yuck! It's a mind flayer. Them things are dastardly. Uh-oh. Apparently I am in her shoes. So some folks would say the best part about an RPG is sometimes starting a new character, especially when you're playing one on the console where you can kind of visually see what you're imagining, what you're thinking about. So sometimes I sit down when I'm going to play a game like this and I plan out in my head what exactly my character's going to be, what their backstory is, so that I can create the character on the screen that matches what I have in mind. So although I have no idea what's going on in my old game, I'm perfectly fine starting a new one. And, you know, that's half the fun sometimes too. So although I said this may not be the game for you if you're a working adult, because you may never be able to finish it, sometimes it's fun to start a new game. You get to do a lot when you're doing character customization. You get to pick your race, your sub-race, your class, what type of spells may come with that class if you are a spellcaster, cantrips, what type of domain or subclass you have depending on what type of character you pick. If you're a cleric like I am, you get to pick a deity, or maybe everyone gets to pick a deity. I don't remember. Spells, again, if you're a spellcaster. What type of background you get affects your knowledge and your ability to do skill checks. And your ability points, which would be picked with, the roll of a die if you were sitting at a table. And skill proficiency, again, based on your character class and your background. And then your appearance. Let's give this cleric a go. And the story begins with our new character. You're starting off on this ship. I guess it's flying over top of Baldur's Gate. What in the world is that? Oh no, dragons. The Githyanki dragon riders. And then when you wake up on the ship,
This is the pool that thing came from.
So the narrator acts as like the dungeon master and tells you what's going on. And you get to make choices. I'm going to investigate. That might be a mistake, but I'm going to do it anyway. And then this is the best part. So we get to roll the die 20 to see if we investigate appropriately. I got to roll a 10 or higher, and then there's modifiers at the bottom, my intelligence and then a guidance. So we'll see if we do it. Die is rolled. We got a 7. We got a 6 plus 1. We failed. Womp womp. At least it wasn't a 1.
Meets the eye.
Alright, so I investigated, and we didn't learn anything. I'm going to reach into it. Ah, that was a mistake. That took damage. Oh no. Now we only have 5 of our 9 hit points remaining. So, what do we think? Like I said, Baldur's Gate, great game. Very good storyline, lots of stuff to do, a lot of different choices, very many ways to play. You can play good, you can play evil, you can play neutral, you can be in it for the money if you want to be a merc style person, or you can just go around doing things that your character feels is right, or you can be utterly and completely chaotic and just do whatever the heck you feel like it. Sometimes doing good, sometimes doing evil, whatever on a whim. That being said, if you're going to play the game for the long term, might be a good idea to not get any other new games to distract you, especially if you're a working adult. Because you never know when you might have to go a long stretch and then forget where your character is at, and then you have to start all over. Is it a great game? Absolutely it is. Is it a great game for somebody who doesn't have a lot of time to play? You might want to get something that doesn't require so much in-depth thought and such a long playthrough. But that being said, if you don't get distracted and you can keep track of where your character is, give it a go. Also, you can play multiplayer if you can find somebody who wants to play along with you. Still hoping I can convince somebody else to join me for a gaming session. Look forward to joining you again next time, folks. Have a good day. Bye-bye.